Hello Motivators, it's nice to see you again in this Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters regular meeting. I am Hans Tampu, President of Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters, and I gladly open this session by sound of this gong. So everyone, I hope you can turn on your camera if possible, so we can see and share the enthusiasm between us, and we can engage more in this session, because at this moment we have a lot of table topics to do. Thank you very much. So basically, what is Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters? Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters is an English public speaking community under Toastmasters International. Basically, Toastmasters International is an international educational organization which focuses on teaching public speaking on specific curriculums. Because we believe that general public speaking skills are not enough. We need to craft our skills into specific purposes, because there are a lot of purposes in public speaking. For example, some of you may want to be a manager in your organization or in your workplace. Or you may want to be a trainer or coach, a stand-up comedian, a motivational speaker, an MC at event, and so on. That's why we have pathways, the specifically tailored curriculum for us to shape the public speaking skills. And what is the typical Toastmasters meeting consist of? Basically, there are three main agendas. The first one is prepared speech. It is a session where our registered member can deliver their speeches based on their pathways. And to deliver, they must reserve their slot previously, because it is a prepared speech. The second session is table topic, or we can say it impromptu speech. It is basically where we can deliver a speech spontaneously based on specific topic, which revolves around this meeting theme. And the third session, basically about table topic. Anyone can deliver a speech. So either you're a member, guest, and even if you are the first timer, you can try to deliver your speech in table topic. We will discover about it later. And the third session is evaluation session. Basically, the prepared speakers from the first session will be evaluated by individual evaluators, because we believe that there is always room for improvement. Besides that, our meeting in general will be evaluated also by sets of role takers. And this session is conducted by an MC, or in Toastmasters term, we call Toastmasters of the meeting. Our Toastmasters of the meeting for tonight is Toastmaster Nur Adli, but unfortunately Toastmaster Nur Adli can't join this meeting suddenly because of work appointment. So let me take over his job for a while. By the way, I need to remind you guys, please turn on your camera if possible, so we can share the enthusiasm and look at each other, and we can engage more in this discussion later, because we believe that if we engage more, we can learn more. And now, as Toastmaster of the meeting, I will explain a bit about meeting theme. Basically, our meeting theme for tonight is stress with benefits. What is stress with benefits? Basically, we believe that there are various kinds of stress. at certain point, too low stress will cause lack of motivation. Too much stress will cause burnout and overwhelming things. But in the ideal amount, stress will be beneficial for us to drive us further to reach optimum productivity. But it is an art of managing stress. So we need to be aware about ourselves, about our workload, about our motivation. So we can make sure that stress can be beneficial for us. There's a term for it, eustress. And now about this meeting, there will be sets of role takers. Okay, let me try to call our general evaluator for, our general evaluator will be late too. So basically, guys, as I've mentioned earlier, the meeting in general will be evaluated by sets of role taker that is led by general evaluator and other role takers. So let me call one by one. The first one is Grammarian, Toastmaster Melisa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. Hello, everyone. My name is Toastmaster Melisa, and I will be here as your grammarian of tonight's meeting. So I know that grammar might be bothersome to some of us who are not used to English as our first language. We are all still learning. I'm still learning as well. So my job is basically to note down your grammar usage. I will look into it, and I will note down some grammatical errors, but please do not be hindered because of my presence. And I will also note the beautiful phrases that you guys have throughout this meeting, whether it's from the prepared speakers or the table topic speakers, and also from the evaluators. And then I will give back the report at the end of the meeting. So for this grammarian report, please do not be afraid to speak up and challenge yourself, because it's okay to make mistakes. People make mistakes sometimes, and it's better that mistake is okay as long as we learn from it. And it's best if we keep trying to do better, and please don't try to avoid this good challenge. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Hans.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melisa, for explanation about Grammarian. Next role taker is, wait, let me check. Our and WOD counter, Toastmaster Nanda. Oh no, our timer, Toastmaster Indah.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Okay, also, okay, so you can hear me. Okay, greetings, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmasters of the meeting, and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speaker, formal speeches, and the evaluation. I will also alert each speakers of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red virtual background on my user account. For the table topic speakers, they should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. So as such, at 1 minute, I will raise the green background. It means that you are eligible for evaluation. And at 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow background. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red background. And you will have about 30 seconds after the red background put up to finish your speech. And for the prepared speakers, tonight we will only have one speakers, if I'm not mistaken. The time slot will be around 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, the green background will be raised up, and at 6 minutes, the yellow background, and at 7 minutes, the red background. And for the individual evaluation, they should also be about 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I will raise the green background, 2:30 yellow background, and 3 minutes will raise the red background. I guess that's about it. And every time I'm just gonna remind everyone that after the red background is put up, you will only have 30 seconds to finish your speech, unless you will be disqualified for the evaluation. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indah. And now, fortunately, we have our general evaluator is coming here, Toastmaster Reza. So could you please continue your role as GE to introduce your team? Actually, we have introduced our grammarian and our timer. Hi, Toastmaster Reza.
Hi, Toastmaster Hans.
Yes.
So sorry, I'm still on my way, but I'm close. Thank you for covering me. So yeah. Hello, Toastmasters. I couldn't open my camera first, but I think I will try to proceed to continue my contributions as the general evaluator. So as you have heard, we have seen the role of grammarian and the role of timer. So next, I would like to introduce our Ah-WoD word of the day counter. So I would like to give the floor to Toastmaster Sartika. The screen is yours.
Our Ah-WoD counter is replaced by Toastmaster Nanda, I guess. So, Toastmaster Nanda, could you please?
Okay. Sorry everyone, I cannot turn my camera on due to connection issue. So hi, I'm Nanda, and tonight we will be Ah-WoD counter. The purpose of my roles is to note any overused words or filler sounds such as I mean, it's like, and long pauses. And I will also count how many times you mention our WOD. And for tonight, the word of the day is adrenaline. So please pay attention and mention as many as you can. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Toastmaster Indah, wasn't it?
No, it's me,
Okay,
Nanda.
so sorry, Toastmaster Nanda. Okay, so we have heard the role of grammarian, Ah-WoD counter, as well as the timer. Now, I would like to introduce to the next role, which is the ballot counter, who will be led by our Toastmaster Aan. So if you please could just lead, explain your role. The screen is yours. Is
Sorry,
Toastmaster Aan
Toastmaster Aan
available?
is just rejoined. He's just rejoined at the moment, so yeah, Toastmaster Aan, the time is yours.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, my laptop is hanging. I will be about counter for this session, so for the time Indah will record the time of presentation of speech or preferred speech or sub topic, and then I will be the counter for the who is qualify, and I will announce the winner of the session. Maybe that is all for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aan. So I think we have heard all 4 of the role takers that will be assisting this meeting, and we will come back later on in the evaluation session. So I would like to now introduce my role, and thankfully I just arrived on my desk, so I would like to just give a glimpse on my camera. Wait a second. Yeah, so I'm going to move to the laptop, so it's going to be more convenient. But as the general evaluator tonight, I will be helping out to evaluate what went well and what could be improved on this meeting overall. So at the end of the day, I will also lead the evaluation session. So until then, I think I will give the control back to the Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster Hans, wasn't it? Or I was wrong?
Actually, I will be taking over as
Toastmaster
Toastmaster of the
Nun.
meeting.
So sorry about that.
It's okay, it's okay. So hello everyone, it's me again, Toastmaster Melisa. So I will now be the Toastmaster of the meeting for tonight's meeting. Sorry for the sudden change. So now we have been already introduced for all the role takers and also for the meeting teams by Toastmaster Hans as our club president. Now let's proceed to the next session for tonight's meeting, which will be the prepared speakers. We have one prepared speaker for tonight, and the prepared speakers will be Toastmaster Hans, and Toastmaster Hans will be evaluated by, I'm sorry, let me check it for a second. Toastmaster Hans, I'm sorry, who is your evaluator again?
Toastmaster Miftah.
Okay, I'm sorry everyone. Toastmaster Hans will be evaluated by Toastmaster Miftah. Toastmaster Miftah, would you please introduce Toastmaster Hans and his speech, please? The screen is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Melisa, for today's meeting. Toastmaster Hans will be doing his project called Active Listening from level 3 project, elective project. So the purpose of this project is for member to listen carefully and to note down what is good and what is need to improve from the speakers, from every speaker, from table topics session. So Toastmaster Hans will be our table topic masters for today's meeting. So without further ado, I will call Toastmaster Hans to lead the session. Toastmaster Hans, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Miftah. Hello, everyone. Now we are reaching the table topic session. This is basically an impromptu speech session. So where any one of you guys can take part in this session to speak. I prepare 15 topics for you to talk. And I send the sneak peek of the topics in the chat box. You can reserve your slot by writing out your name beside the sneak peek of the topic. So while waiting, let me share my screen and feel free to fill in the chat box if you want to try. So let me explain about table topic. It is basically an impromptu speech, as we have said earlier, that anyone can deliver speech here. If possible, in your speech, please use word of the day. Remember, our word of the day is adrenaline. Exact topic will be revealed on the spot, so we can see that 15 topics are just the sneak peek, and the exact topic will be revealed when it is your turn to deliver the speech. You may ask for a brief explanation about the topic from me. So, for example, the first one about social media. So I will reveal the exact topic about social media, and you can ask about the explanation to me, and I can explain briefly. After that, you have maximum 30 seconds to prepare everything and then start speaking. When you start speaking, our timer, Toastmaster Indah, she will start counting the time. And then after 1 minute, she will move her background into green and so on as the time indicator. And you will be disqualified after reaching 2.5 minutes. without color notice. So basically after 2 minutes, the background is red. After 2.5, still red, but no notification. So please be careful when it is already red. Now let's see. So far we have 1 contender for the table topic. Please guys, we have a lot of topics to conquer, so feel free to reserve. Let's move with the first one, okay? Toastmaster Redika. About declutter, ya?
Yes.
Hi, Toastmaster Redika.
Yeah, hey.
Okay, so about declutter, here is your topic. I think it's one of your favorite from those options, yeah, because you like minimalism things. Yeah.
Right.
So here is your topic. Do you think that decluttering can help us to reduce stress, and how?
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you for the question. Do you think the decluttering can help reduce stress? I personally think so, because I've been experiencing. I tried to declutter some of my stuffs, physical books that I have. So when I decided to just declutter those books that I don't need, that I don't read anymore, it feels like I removed some of my burdens out of my life and feels lighter. My life feels so much lighter by then. So I feel like declutter your stuff, especially those that you don't need anymore, and keep the ones that just call it spark joy, though it can be intricate actually to keep things that spark joy, because everything can spark joy, right? But still, you need to figure out what things that are essential to keep up in your life and what things that you actually don't really that necessary, and you need to gather your guts to especially just move away those things. And when I decided to do it, my life feels more structured and more organized, because I have these things that I need, and it makes me easier to find things, my things especially, because I don't have that much stuff and I keep stuff that I need, that is essential in my life. So I can say yes, indeed, the decluttering can help you reduce stress to great extent. Thank you for the topic. Back to the Toastmaster of the meeting. Table topic of the master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Redika, for giving us an insight about decluttering, how it can remove burden in your life as an example, and also you try to keep what do you need, and you can let go of things that you don't need.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your opinion. And I think we can try to apply this too. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I think you guys will try and reap the benefit for your own.
I see. Okay. So now the next contender. No one book here. Okay, Toastmaster Giri want to try the table topic. Hi, Toastmaster Giri. Any
hi,
topic
can you hear
want
me?
to choose?
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I should choose a topic, is it?
Yes, you can choose the available topics from 15 options.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I choose social media.
Social media, okay. Wait, so about social media. Let's see. Do you think that social media adds stress to our life, and why?
Does social media add stress to our life? In a way, yes. In a way, no. We are all stressed by everything in life, not just social media. We are stressed with work, we are stressed with girlfriend, we are stressed with boyfriend, we are stressed with wife, children, we are stressed with education, we are stressed with everything. Yes, social media is a new phenomenon happening, which is causing stress like anything else, right? If you do anything over, if you do anything a lot, you get stressed. If we are doing social media in a moderated fashion, it should not stress us up. I see people who are on Facebook 15 hours a day, Instagram 10 hours a day. It would be stressful because it changes your relationships. It changes how you live your life. Instead of saying hello and shaking hands with our friends and smiling to others, we are looking at pictures on the phone and liking, and we are doing something which we are not socially designed to do. We are human beings. We want to look at each other, smile, have friendships, say hello, give a hug, give a shake hand. That's where social media causes stress. But I've seen people who are really enjoying social media using it in a moderated way. They just use social media 1 or 2 hours in their daily life, not like 5-6 hours. So we have to have a balance of anything we do in every topic, in everything. Then you will not stress out. Otherwise, for everything we'll stress up and we'll go land up in a hospital sick. So I believe social media can be useful and detrimental too. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Giri, for wrapping up that social media changed our relationship, how the way we interact with each other. And thank you for your opinion. Now we have the next one, Toastmaster Nanda. Hi, Toastmaster Nanda. Can I see you? Toastmaster Nanda. Hello. You're
Oh my
muted,
God.
I
Hi,
think.
hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So you choose this, what, the number 5, yeah? Just be positive.
Yes.
Okay. So this is for you. Is it effective to deal with stress by just being positive, or is there any better approach?
Okay. So, shall we be positive all the time? I don't think so. I think too much positive might change to be a toxic positivity. We don't need always to accept our failure, our worries, or even our anxiety in a positive way. Example, when you have a problem and you say that, my life is still much better than others. No, you don't need to validate your misery to be as something that you need to grateful, even though it's good actually, but too much, everything in a too much, that's not a good way. I think what we need, it's not to be all positive forever, but perhaps we just can be accept like, I'm not lucky for today, but tomorrow it could be better. I have this problem, I just need to fix it. Yeah, this problem is not good. This is that I don't want, but just accept it, try to fix it and be better, not be positive all the time. I think this is my personal opinion that I'm still learning to not positive every single day, and I wish it could help for others. Thank you, and back to TPM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda, for giving us your opinion about admitting the situation. Yeah. So it is not positive all the time, but we can admit the situation and try to fix from that situation. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nanda. Actually, there are a lot of things to discuss about this later on. And let's explore more from other topics. Next one is Toastmaster Wira. Hello, Toastmaster Wira.
Hello, TTM.
Yes, thank you for taking part in this table topic. So you choose number 7, cope with it, right? Tell us your experience to cope with stress.
Ooh. Okay. How do I cope with stress? I have plenty of ways to cope with stress. One of the things that I do is take adrenaline. What do I mean by that? Of course, use my fist and punch something. I do boxing, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Most of you know that. Yeah, to me, that is a good way to just release all the anger, all the stress that I have. Especially me being a victim of bullying. I remember my confidence was dropping because of that. I fought somebody and I lost. I cried because of it. It was, let's just say it was an unpleasant experience. And because of the martial arts training that I did, it helped boost my confidence, regain my confidence once again. Another thing that I do to cope with stress is, of course, listening to loud music. And for some of you don't know, I'm a metalhead. I love listening to rock and heavy metal music. Some of the stuff are filled with anger. Like, for example, Slipknot. Since this is a Toastmaster meeting, I'm not gonna say the bad word, but there's a song called from a band called Slipknot, People Equals Dookie. That is a good song if I'm just really angry at the world, and or probably I have this feeling inside of me just want to explode and just screaming along with the song. People equals beep. Just keep on screaming that. And final thing, I cook. I love to cook, and some of the things that I do when I'm stressed is cooking sweet. Like, for example, Italian pudding called panna cotta. I like to cook that because it's simple. All I need to do is just cook the cream and gelatin. After that, pop it in the fridge. Several hours later, I have panna cotta. So yeah, there are plenty of ways to cope with stress. You just need to find your way, or your coping with stress that fits you. That's all from me. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wira, for giving your examples of your strategies to cope with stress. So you have 3 favorite ways, yeah. Doing martial arts, playing music, and also cooking. And how about others? You can share your way of coping stress, perhaps in the chat box or later in our discussion. I mean, in our follow-up discussion after this. Next, we have Toastmaster Aan about boundaries. Hello, Toastmaster Aan.
Hello.
Okay, thank you for participating in this table topic. So about boundaries, how do you set boundaries with your coworkers to minimize stress?
Okay. We can have.
Sorry, your voice is a bit breaking.
Oh, it's a little bit breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will join in one. Okay. I don't know maybe in the direction.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. Yes, much better. Thank you for switching your device.
Okay. Sorry for the trouble. Okay, how to set the boundaries with coworker and to minimize stress. It was 1 year ago when a time for me to feel all of the thing that bad happened to me. When the time is come, it break me so hard. It was my fault for the time management, and it was my fault to bad communication and others. So the problem is 1 year ago when the pandemic is coming, that is when I was feel ya udahlah nggak apa-apa. So I generalize everything to I'm not pushing the things like the normal things like the normal time I did. So I just leave it, and it is because of my burnout. The job is under pressure. I need to work in 1 and 2 days to meet the deadline. So it is making me so stressful with my job, my coworker, my supervisor and the company. But I think that is the adrenaline. So I push to the limit, and in 2020, 1 year ago, I reached my limit. So I feel burnout and communicate with and consult with the psycholog, and psycholog told me about the boundaries. So she say about things that I need to fix. The one is time management and setting up the boundaries. The boundaries is like, what is your priority in your life? If you are focusing in work, then you need to prioritize your work and decrease the number of priority of like love, family, college, and other. So we can prioritize all of the thing, but we are just a human. So my psychologist is giving me an advice. So like you cannot catch 2 rabbit in one time. If you want to catch rabbit, so you need to focus in one time, one rabbit at the one time, and it feel more helping me to manage the stress. And I think my burnout is little bit healed by time. So for everyone that is still pushing your body and your life to the limit, you need to remember that you are not Superman. So you need to focus in one thing that is more priority. So that is all for me. San, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aan, for your openness to tell us about your experience. in facing burnout and how you deal with it by consulting with psycholog, and you have got the suggestions about time management and setting priorities. And also thank you for your quote that we can't catch two rabbits at a time. Yeah? It reminds us a lot about focus. Next, actually I try to wrap up the speakers line up because some of them are overwritten, but I think the next speaker should be Keziah about Hansel.
Hello, this is my first time
Yes.
here.
Thank you for your courage to try in your first time.
Sure, why not? Okay,
So about Hansel, yeah,
I can think first, right?
yes, of course.
Okay.
Basically about 30 seconds, but
Okay.
it is still okay. Give us your opinion about hostile culture. How can it add stress to our life?
Okay. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Keziah. I will try to answer this question. So the hustle culture is something I think that we, this generation have heard a lot recently. I think that's like the word that we often speak or tweet or see in social media. But lately, I think we realize that hustle culture is not always a good thing. And maybe hence why there's this question of why hustle culture could add stress to our life. So I think previously hustle culture means to work hard so that you can someday maybe retire early or achieve financial independency. But I think nowadays we have to realize that with that mindset, we see like happiness, or maybe the goal. Happiness is something like the goal to achieve, and how to get there is by doing this hustle culture. But now we have to realize that it's not supposed to be the goal. It's supposed to be how we live every day, because I think what we have to remember is that tomorrow is not guaranteed. I think what we know and what we have is always today. What we have is our time right now. So I think while we work hard, torture ourselves for something that is not yet guaranteed, and that is tomorrow, that is the future. So I think we should change that mindset to that has not torturing ourselves now to enjoy it later, but how to enjoy our everyday life with the time that we have now, with something that is within our grasp. So I think we as the youth, I think we should change this mindset of working hard now to only reap it later, because I think we should well, hustle is a good thing, but maybe for the thing that makes you excited to wake up in the morning for something that you want to be paid for it, but or something that you're willing to do even if you're not paid. I think it should be like that. Okay, thank you. It's right now.
Thank you very much, soon-to-be Toastmaster Keziah. You wrap up the things about be in the present, be in the moment. And also, hustle is not always bad because it is about perception of our sense of purpose, but we need to remind ourselves that don't torture ourselves. Yeah, because nowadays burnout is a trending topic nowadays, I think. Yeah. And thank you for giving us about your opinion. Perhaps any one of you guys have experienced burnout too. Or any comment about hustle culture before we move to the next speaker? Perhaps just a quick comment from any one of you guys.
Can I give a comment?
Yes.
Do you guys know that Actually, lack of relaxation and leisures are included in the International Code of Diagnosis. So in Indonesian terms, kurang piknik itu is a disease.
Wow.
You can look it up. The ICD code, I will write it down, is Z73.2.
So what is this code about? I think we just try to Google it later, yeah. ICD code. And thank you for giving us the fact about this lack of relaxation and leisure. It's a disease. Well, it's a reminder for me to do some picnic. Thank you, Toastmaster Indah. Next speaker is soon to be Toastmaster Agus about meme, yeah?
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you. Is it your first time here?
It's my second time to be in your meeting.
Thank you very much for coming here. So you choose meme number 4, yeah?
Number 4.
Actually, we have 3 memes. So if the slot is about meme, then the speaker needs to respond to this picture. Yeah. Feel free to choose any kind of speech style.
Stress. All right. So I think I've read enough. So the scientists now can transform stress into electricity. Is that a meme? Sometimes I can't tell the difference between a real news and a meme, because it looks very credible to me. So if that's true, I think I would, if that's true, that would mean that I would illuminate a light, the most light that I can lighten up my whole kecamatan. I don't know what kecamatan is, district, right? Because I lived in a city where they glorify overworking. So I'm currently working as an officer in some factory, and this company is really glorifying overworking or working overtime, and I am one of those people who really enjoy that. But sometimes when you work overtime, it means that you have less time for entertainment or to entertain yourself. And sometimes the working overtime can be really stressful, aside from the money you get from working overtime. But if the meme is true, I think I could be useful for illuminating the whole kecamatan or the whole RT or the whole RW, because I have worked overtime, and the stress is accumulating inside me, and I could be useful for my kecamatan to lighten up their night, so they don't need electricity from PLN anymore. That's from me, I guess. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Agus. Thank you for admitting your overwork situation at the time, and yeah, I believe that it is stressful and we can relate to. And also we can see a lot of funny comments about this meme. Thank you, Toastmaster Melisa. By the way, I remember something. Our team is stressed with benefits, but so far there are no topics that cover the benefits of stress so far, yeah. So let's keep digging for the next topic, and I hope we still have a lot of free slots, so feel free to reserve. Next, we will have soon to be Toastmaster Aria. Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Aria.
Hi Hans. I will
Thank
try.
you for your courage to try. You choose number 14 about busy, right?
Yeah, this is my first time join this club.
Thank you for your courage. So this is the topic. Is being busy same as being productive? And why?
Okay. Okay, this is just my opinion, but if the question is being busy same as being productive, I absolutely do not agree with that. Apa pernyataan itu apa itu?
Yes, statement.
Because being productive, we can be productive if we can manage our time. We can prioritize what things that we should do at the first, and with the yang paling penting, with the most important, and then the second is the less important. But being busy, it's like we don't have target, we don't have something like we have to target it. We just mengerjakan sesuatu hal yang nggak berguna gitu. Jadi it's so difficult to speak English actually. So being productive is not the same as being busy. Yeah, that's all. Just like this.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Aria. You wrap the things about the difference. The main difference is about the target. So we set the target if we are productive, but busy we just overload ourselves with tasks and activities, but we don't have any target or focus. Yeah, I think we can relate to. So raise your hand, guys, if you feel that you are busy but without productivity right now. Sometimes I feel it. Thank you for admitting, guys. Very busy or pretending to be busy, yeah. Okay, so next speaker we will have Toastmaster Indah about zero stress. So hello, Toastmaster Indah.
Hello, so I'm not gonna change my background during my talk, but I'm gonna time myself.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is for you about zero stress. Is it better to have zero stress in our life?
Zero stress. Is it possible in life? No. It's not possible to have zero stress in our life. And why do we want a zero stress? Because I think stress is very useful for someone to to drive them to move forward and get things done in life and to reach their goals. And if someone have zero stress, then they would be just living their life laid back and have no goals and no motivation, no ambition. So I think that stress is sometimes useful for us to get things done and to to give back to society by doing productive things in life. And besides stress and no stress, actually zero stress is not a thing, I guess. No one can have zero stress in their life. Like previous speaker have said to us that we can be stressful for anything, for things with our friends or boyfriend or relationship or work problems, and even our environment that we are experiencing nowadays, that the climate change and everything causes stress. So there is no such thing as zero stress, but that is okay too. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indah, for telling us the information, and that from your side that there is no such thing as zero stress. And too low stress means lack of motivation to get things done. So we can see that stress is still beneficial for us in certain amount, right? A lot of various topics previously we talked about overstress, but at this time we gain insight that under stress is also not good. We can't have zero stress. If we have too low stress, we are lacking motivation to get things done. So certain amount of stress are needed to push ourselves. Actually, that's why stress with benefit is our theme. But let's explore more about this kind of stress. Next, we will have soon-to-be Toastmaster Maxi. Hi, soon-to-be Toastmaster Maxi. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, this is my first time here.
Wow, thank you for your courage to try this table topic. So you choose meme number 9, yeah?
Yes.
So this meme is for you.
What is this? Oh my god. Okay. Can you explain this meme, please? I can't actually do
Okay,
this.
I can explain. So basically, we start working at 6:30. We feel that like we are working for 5 hours. But after we look at the clock, oh, it's just 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is not about Dr. Strange who can manipulate the time, yeah. But
yes. Okay. Let me try. Okay, I'm very nervous right now because this
okay,
is my...
good luck.
Okay. You know that experience when you're in a class, the class has just started, literally started. You just open your first page in a notebook. And if you check through the time, when you open the notebook, it feels like an hour. Every time you read one page, it feels like 2 hours. Every time that you do an equation, it feels like 10 hours. But in truth, it's only 3 minutes because your brain is just stuck. This happened to me a lot in my university because recently, because of the COVID pandemic, I have been working with a lot of Excel, with a lot of equation, with a lot of finance. And to tell you the truth, every time that I open my Excel and basically do an Excel equation, it feels like I've been doing this for a whole day. But in truth, I just do it for 5 minutes. I was panting. I was almost having a heart attack. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I feel so stressed. It feels like that my adrenaline is rushing, like really rushing. But in truth, that's the beauty of stress. Let's say, for example, if you're living without no stress, you have no drive because stress creates adrenaline. And adrenaline is needed for you to take a bigger action or take a braver action. So stress is necessary, especially for those who are preparing to move beyond of his beyond of his comfort zone. So remember this well. Stress isn't so deadly if you put stress as a motivation to keep going and to reach new horizon. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Maxi Xiao, for giving us your perspective about stress that can drive us for a new horizon, to step up out of our comfort zone. And also thank you for sharing us your experience when doing your work in university. I can relate it too.
Thank you for the chance. I'm so honored to be here. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Xiao. Next, we have Toastmaster Melisa. You choose Portugal.
It's okay if I try, right?
Yes, I think that it relates to a news nowadays. Actually, yes. In Portugal, it is now illegal for your boss to call outside work hours. What is your opinion about this?
Okay, let me think first. Okay, so I will start. So the topic is in Portugal, from the recent news, it is now illegal for your boss to call outside work hours. In my opinion, if this get implemented in Indonesia, there will be a lot of chaos, a lot of demonstration, and a lot of protests regarding of this rule. Because I bet a lot of bosses, a lot of supervisors will really protest to this rule. And maybe for all the low-level management and low-level staff, they will cherish this rule because they don't have to sacrifice their free time being stressed and chased by their work. And then from me about this rule, if this rule get implemented or if I somehow in Portugal, I live as a worker in Portugal, it gives the office or the workplace probably a more organized, or maybe they can create better strategy about how to manage their work, their tasks, and then also all the deadlines. Because if it gets prohibited to call someone outside of work hours, so they will optimize their work time very efficiently, and maybe because of that we can actually get more things done better than we try to work outside of work hours, for example for weekends or probably overtime work in the nighttime or something. Maybe by this rule we can actually achieve more rather than with no set boundary of work hour. Because well, maybe we can think, yeah, I can do that later, I can do that at night, I can do that at weekend, and we will not prioritize things better, and we will not manage our time better. I think it's all for me. Thank you, and back to the TTM.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Melisa, for stating us your opinion that the regulation can help us or even force us to prioritize better and manage time better. I see the comment, is it difficult to change nationality? And as Melisa has said that at the beginning, it can cause chaos because we are not familiar with this kind of regulation, right? But along the way, we can adapt. And I think that's true. Perhaps any one of you guys have tried to pulang tenggo or try to leave your office on time consistently?
Professor Hans, are you looking for tips?
Yes, actually. Okay, I have to admit that is me. Because I'm working from office and far away, and we have shuttle bus subscription from Bekasi near my house to my workplace at Cengkareng. So it forced me to finish everything on time, so I will not miss the bus, so I can go home on time. And next speaker is soon to be Toastmaster Feby.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, is it your first time here?
Yes, it's my first time here. I know about Toastmaster by someone who is a member of the Toastmaster, and he is here.
Okay, thank you very much for your courage. So, soon to be Toastmaster Feby, you choose meme number 13, yeah?
Yes.
This is for you.
Please give me a minute, okay?
If you can see the text, pressing your forehead can help alleviate anxiety and stress in social situation. And me, violence.
Okay, I'll get started by now.
Okay, good luck.
Well, who cannot feeling relatable by the memes anyway? As someone who is also have anxiety, I agree. It's not easy to calm myself down with just doing simple things like pressing my forehead. It's not that simple. It won't help me. So the memes actually perfectly picturing how I feel when somebody told me, hey, are you feeling anxiety? You can't just press your forehead and the anxiety feeling will be gone, because it's impossible. Thank you.
Well, actually, you still have time if you want to wrap up more.
I think that's enough.
Okay, thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Feby. So,
Thank you.
in your opinion, that we can't reduce stress just by pushing our forehead and
Yeah.
the stress is gone. It's like magic, yeah?
Yes, it's impossible.
It is not a magic button here, but I don't know, perhaps any scientific back facts behind that. Our stress are still there, but our heads will. Okay, thank you.
But I've read somewhere about when you feel anxiety, you are disconnecting from yourself. So to get the conscious back, you can try to touch something, touch your body, feeling the air and talk. It will help the nervous and anxious problem. So I think the memes is based on that theory that I just said.
Okay, so it is like we try to reconnect
With ourselves.
Ourselves.
Yes.
I see. Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Feby, for your courage to try.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
And then we have Nadia. You want to try about another meme, number 11. Okay. Hello, Nadia. Is it your first time here?
Hello. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is my first time. I
hello.
just got an email to join this Zoom meeting, and since interesting topics, so I just like join in. Yeah, this is my first time.
I see. Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Nadia, for your courage to try this meme, number 11. So this is for you.
When you think you've hit your stress limit and things get more stressful the next day. The limit does not exist. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes we think that we are over the limits of stress, but the next day it's more, the stress boosts up and the level is more higher. But if in that situation, for me, I'll prefer like just take a deep breath and go to nature, like go to like hiking or do something which you can release your stress. Do some activities that you can feel tired, but at the end, you will feel satisfied with it. For me, I will choose in that way. Because sometimes we cannot handle our stress, and better for us to solve our stress level by doing something which we can feel better. Maybe do some exercise or hiking or go for vacation with friends. So while you are surrounded with people, usually stress is happens when you are alone, when you are like feeling down. So better you surrounded with people, so the positive vibes will strike. So I think it's better in that way. Okay, that's all from me.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Nadia. You shared your samples of coping with stress by hiking, exercising, and vacation. That's good point too, that perhaps some of us can try to cope with stress. And we can relate to with that kind of limit, stress limit. Yeah. Sometimes we feel that this is the limit, but actually it breaks the all-time high. At that point, of course, that is over stress. That's when we feel overwhelmed and even can lead to burnout. So that is not the stress with benefits that we have talked about, because that is over stress. Next, actually we still have 2 topics left about physical, number 8, and bonus topic. Anyone wants to try? Perhaps soon to be Toastmaster Kelly, do you want to try about physical?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you for your courage to try. So physical, number 8, this is for you. Do you think that physical health correlates with stress level, and why? Feel free to address your opinion here.
Okay, I'll start. So good evening, everyone. So for the topic number 8 is about physical, which stress could come from a various amount of things that we do, maybe in our daily lives, such as maybe school, work, or household problem. And yep, I think stress really affects our immune system, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. We should minimize our stress level. And about the impacts on our physical health, me myself, I've experienced like a hair loss or even breakout like pimples or acne in our face. Yeah, and I think stress is a really harmful things, but that what makes us alive. And to minimize stress, maybe it is a good thing if you're an extrovert, you should have with your loved ones. But if you're an introvert, maybe we need our space alone in house, maybe just a cup of coffee with slow jam music. Yeah. Or even by exercising, since we increase our adrenaline, so we could feel a little bit more relief by doing an intense workout. Or sometimes people when someone is stressed, they binge eating, which is not good because it could cause obesity. And yeah, I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, soon-to-be Toastmaster Kelly. You have mentioned a lot of ways to cope with stress. We can socialize with friends, we can have a me time, we can exercise, and we can eat, but don't overeat. Yeah. Thank you very much for stating those things and relating with the physical things. Yes, I think we can relate to sometimes. Yeah, it changed our physical appearance if we have certain amount of stress. Thank you very much, soon-to-be Toastmaster Kelly. And for the bonus topic, I think anyone who wants to try, or is it better for me to just share the topic and then we can discuss it in the roundtable? Okay, I think let's discuss in the roundtable, yeah. Because this is a bonus topic. So it's okay, no registered speakers for this, but this is the bonus topic. Anyone wants to give comment about this?
Wow.
I think this is the
Thank you very
level
much for
of
the comment.
stress when you are moved, when you are motivated. I'm sorry. Is
Anyone?
someone talking? Okay, can I talk?
Yes, you can, Toastmaster Melisa.
Okay, I think this is the stress level, or this is the projection of my stress level, or probably the projection of my mind, because my motivation is kepepet. I think this is what happens in my mind.
So this one kepepet zone in this optimum stress, yeah.
Yes, I perform so much better when I'm under pressure, but I cannot take so much pressure.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Melisa. Any other comment?
I think kepepet is the one and the only one of way to unlock our power and limit.
Unlock our power, or even to awaken the giant within.
Yeah.
The title of a book, yeah.
I was reading about the monkey in our brain that is related to procrastination. So there is a study when we are far away from the timeline, we will feel it is masih lama gitu kan. And when the time is come 2 or 1 day before the time, the monkey that inside our head is running and don't take responsibility.
I see. So long before the deadline, we are still in this laid back or inactive zone, yeah, with too little stress. But suddenly, when we are into kepepet, we gain this kind of optimum stress. Wow. But I think most of the topics relate to us in the right side. Exhaustion, anxiety, and even until breakdown. That kind of stress is not beneficial because it affects our well-being, our mental health, and we need to stay in this zone for maximum productivity, of course. And there are various ways, and thank you for you guys who have shared your ways to cope with stress.
Toastmaster Hans?
Any other opinion, yeah?
Yes, anyway, these pictures reminds me that if we feel exhausted, but we are working from home, I think for some period, people talking about take a leave, but when you work at home and in this pandemic, people will ask why you need to take a leave. But actually, you just need to take a rest, not need an exact reason, or you need to go out, or you need to take a leave, just take a leave. But why? Some company need the right answer. Like you work at home, so you will not feel stressed because you are at home and you cannot go anywhere.
I see. Sometimes the zone between rest and work is blurred because we are at home for both. Yeah. That's why taking a leave for staying just at home to take a rest is still a good thing. Agree with you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nanda. Any other opinion? Perhaps you can relate.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Well, I learned that our feelings. Someone said, I watched a video, and the person said that our feelings are like the waves in the ocean. So if only we can learn to let them come and go, then our life will be so much better. So I think it's very important to learn how to do that, so we don't hold things back for too long. Like you mentioned, people said that, oh, you need to take a leave, you have to go somewhere for a holiday. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. We can just simply be in the moment for quite some time and learn to let go, and hopefully we will feel so much better. It doesn't matter where we are. We just have to learn to let our feelings come and go. I think that's from me.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Nova, for giving us insights about the cycles of feeling, so we can also let it go because it has the cycle. And I think that's marks the end of table topic session. Thank you very much for all of your courage and participation. I hope we can try to manage our stress better for our benefit. If we are under stress, let's push ourselves more to achieve better productivity. If we are overstressed, please cope with stress or seek for help, because sometimes overstressed and burnout at that time can affect our well-being. So we need to look for help. And I think let's ask the timer for the report. There are 14 speakers, right? Perhaps
Yes, correct. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so these are the time stamps for everyone. We have two. Who is Asia? Do we have anyone named Asia? I think I typoed that. Okay.
It's Aria, not Asia.
Okay, Aria. Okay,
Aria.
sorry. Let me just repost that. Okay, so we have two persons that are ineligible for the evaluation. Toastmaster Aan and guest Feby. Okay. So, okay, that's about it. The table topic master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Indah. So our ballot counter, or you're raising hand, or you're preparing the voting link, yeah?
Give me 1 minute.
Okay. So guys, any comment about this table topic session? Or perhaps you want to give more of your insights about stress?
Good table topic session. That's it.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters. Yeah. Oh, we have the voting link. Please check in our chat box and vote your favorite table topic speaker. While waiting, okay. Can we have 1 minute for the voting? I think yes, 1 minute is enough. Okay, and I think while waiting, I give my control back to Toastmaster Melisa, our Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans, as our prepared speakers and also the table topic master of tonight's meeting. Thank you for leading such an exciting session, and congratulations for completing your projects in active listening. So everyone in Pathways, for those of you who have who joined this Toastmaster meeting for the first time, we have a special curriculum for active members called Pathways, and in usual way we can present our speeches about various topics, and we can also do our projects in various styles as well, such as what Toastmaster Hans just did. He just lead a table topic session because it relates to his projects, active listening, and based on this experience, he tried to be an active listener and respond to the previous speakers, and also to respond and comment on their previous speeches as well. So while we're waiting for the voting for the ballot to be counted, and please do vote for your most favorite table topic speakers. Let's take a picture together, shall we?
Yes.
So everyone, please open your camera if you can, and please do so if you're available to open your camera. And let's take our picture, and let's give your best expression, give your best smile, and I will be the one taking the picture. Okay, is everyone ready? Okay, give your best smile in 1, 2, and 3. Okay, once again. Okay, give your second best expression in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, thank you everyone. So now I think the voting has ended. We already reached 1 minute for silence probably, and also for voting duration. So now let's move to the second and final session for tonight's meeting, which will be the evaluation session. The evaluation session will be led by our GE, Toastmaster Reza.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melisa. Hi, fellow Toastmasters. So, as promised, me and team of evaluators will come back on the last session of the night. So tonight in Toastmasters, we believe that we learn each other. We learn so many things from each other, and we teach each other. So despite the fact that its position quite last in the meeting, it doesn't mean that it's less important. So that's why I think it's a great moment to contemplate to what went well and what could be improved together. Now, before actually I delegate to my teams, whose role I previously introduced in the beginning of the session, I would like to give to the time for the individual evaluator. I think Toastmaster Hans did deliver his project, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Miftah. Please, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, JE. So let's cheer up Toastmaster Hans for delivering his project. I have a big round of applause because he opened this session with telling us what to do in this table topic session. You call one by one gently, so it really appears comfortable to answer, comfortable from the audience to answer your question. You made your engaging PowerPoint with 15 topics, and you see this in this session. You made a list in the chat box. Excellent. You can solve Toastmaster and connection issues also. The last part, the bonus topic that we discussed and gave us an open thought that audience need to answer, and that there's no timing inside that. In the last session, really engaged in adrenaline. Your question in this session that relieve our stress. After you deliver, after they deliver their speeches, you close the statement and conclude about what they delivered to the audience. That's really good. You actively listen to their pain, involved in their happiness, and in every situation that they faced in that story. There are some improvements that you need to take. The first, your facial expression is really flat. I mean, in these table topics, and because this is online meeting, it's really difficult to maintain our eye contact. But you listen to their story without the camera. It will be better if you really give us your expression. What is that? Facial expression like this one, or if you have sad moment or happiness moment, you can change your what is that, your facial expression. I really know that you are a cool guy. I really forgive in this situation. No worries, Toastmaster Hans. The second, try to encourage your audience to use the WOD, because we need some new words comes from our members and also guests. It would be better if you encourage every speakers to use the WOD, so they can remember the WOD itself, adrenaline, and also they engage with the theme for today's meeting. Third, you made a list that it's not suitable. What does that mean? You made a list not you made a list, but not the speakers list. It's a topic list. It would be better if you took first and second speakers or the speaker order. It will make you easier to see the list, right? So I saw you really confused which one is done and which one is not delivered their speech yet, right? So on and on, Toastmaster Hans, that was a penny of my thought. Thank you so much for participating, participants to participating in this session. Looking forward to listen to your next project in the near future. Back to you, Toastmaster Reza, as our GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Miftah. I love your background, and I love how you're being so compassionate, giving your feedback. Now, having heard the evaluation, individual evaluation delivered by Toastmaster Miftah, the next session is most likely is going to be a team of evaluators that's going to evaluate this whole meeting. And so I'd like to point out or give the floor first to our and WOD counter. Wait, I'm looking for my WOD counter's name. I'm so sorry, I haven't been familiarized yet. And the people of
Nanda, wait.
Yeah, yes, please. The beautiful Toastmaster Nanda. Please.
Even I'm confused why I don't have my name on Zoom. Okay, so hi everyone. Hi everyone, welcome back with me, your Ah-WoD counter, and please remember my name is Nanda, so you can call me later. I will share my report for tonight. For Toastmaster Aan, I heard you mention repetitive words and repetitive sentence like I like for 2 times. I'm not pushing if I'm not mistaken, and also saying for 3 or 4 times. And soon to be Toastmaster Keziah, you say for more than 5 times and repetitive words like I think. Toastmaster Agus, you mentioned repetitive words, officer, you know, and also for 3 times. Soon to be Toastmaster Aria, you mentioned, no, you say for 5 times. Toastmaster Indah, you mentioned for 4 times, and repetitive words and 3 times. Toastmaster Melisa, you say for 3 times. Soon to be Toastmaster Feby, you say for 2 times, and soon to be Toastmaster Nadia, you had long pause once. I think, fortunately we have Toastmaster Miftah who mentioned our WOD for tonight, which means adrenaline. Thank you, Toastmaster Miftah. And I think I have a little bit tips for all speakers to reduce using You can maximize 30 seconds before you start the speech. What do you want to say? Like you can create a concept on your mind before start speaking to reduce and also explore another conjugate. Wait, what did I mention? Conjunction. Instead of saying and. That's all from me. Back to GE. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nanda. Amazing evaluation, and I totally love the idea. The tips is very doable. I think that's something that we could practice on, even though once we become the members of Toastmasters, doesn't mean that we're going to stop saying fillers or us. So that's actually a very great insight. Now, I would like to ask to our grammarian, Toastmaster Melisa, are you ready to present your finding?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you, Toastmaster Reza, and let me share my screen for a second. Okay. So, yeah, I'm using filler words again. I'm sorry, our Ah-WoD counter. I will do better. So, everyone, thank you for trying to challenge yourself. Thank you for trying to speak up and participate in the table topic session. You guys did very great. And this is my report for the grammarian job for tonight's meeting. I will note the beautiful phrases first. I heard a lot of beautiful phrases. For example, I could not catch all the phrases, but I try to rephrase it in my understanding. So from Toastmaster Nanda, she said, try not to be positive all the time. You can admit that it is not a good day and accept it. It's nice. And also from Toastmaster Wira, there's a lot of ways to cope with stress. Find something that fits you. There is a good advice from all of us. And then for those who are pushing your limit, you need to remember to focus on your priority from Toastmaster Aan. It is also a good advice as well. We need to focus on our priorities so we don't feel burnt out in the future. And then from Toastmaster Keziah, I really like this a lot. Happiness is how to enjoy everyday life from time to time with everything that we have now. So happiness is not a goal, but happiness is the journey as well. And then we also heard from Toastmaster Maxi. Stress is necessary for those who want to move on from his or her comfort zone. And this is the perfect example from our team for tonight, stress with benefits. We finally get the benefits of stress. Thank you, Toastmaster Xiaoqi, for pointing this out. And now, I also found some grammatical errors, but it's okay. We can all learn from it. Okay, so first that I found is to be as something. But the better version of this, the better version of this is to be something. We don't need S to put before something. And then 1 year ago when the pandemic is coming, it should be 1 year ago when the pandemic came, or probably it's more fit to say the pandemic hit, because we see the pandemic hits more in the phrases of the pandemic hits in a lot of newspaper and news article and so on. I think that is a better vocabulary. And then it is making me so stressful because the sentence is because the sentence context is in past tense. We can make this into "it made me so stressed," or maybe you can use other synonyms of so stressed. It can be agitated, or probably annoyed, or probably disturbed, or upset, or anything else. And then the next is reach financial independence. For this context, it's better to use reach financial independence. And then the final one is, are you feeling anxiety? The better sentence is, are you feeling anxious? Because anxiety is the noun word, and for this you need the adjective, which is anxious. And I think that's all from me. That's all my report for grammarian job today. I think you guys did a great job. Congratulations once again, and I will give back the control back to our GE, Toastmaster Reza.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Melisa. That was not only a very motivating, beautiful phrases that reminds how beautiful the meeting went, but also very insightful little details that you pointed out that we could learn together. So yeah, I hope that we could learn how to strategize our filler words, as well as use better phrases and also grammar. Now, yeah, the next is probably going to be me. I think that we have seen our timer demonstrated her job description amazingly. So thank you so much, Madam Timer, for always showcasing the background on time and noting down who's eligible, who is not to be voted. And ballot counter will come back right after I presented my feedback and give the control to the Toastmaster of the meeting. Now, as for me, I would like to share my screen. Can I have the access to be able? Yeah, fantastic. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay, so the way I'm going to structure my evaluation is probably going to be divided into two parts: what's great and how to make the meeting even greater. So what's great? I see a lot, but I would like to point out these things because this is definitely can be replicated in other Toastmasters, even including in my home Toastmasters, which is essential. So number one is the efficient team and resource. Now, as the club whose members or maybe whose members are not consisting of or visitors not consisting of 30 or 40 guests, I think that it's important for the board to really make sure that the team and resources are well planned. What I love is actually how the club president could deliver his project while also entertaining other members and guests informed of table topics. I think that's a very smart move. Not only that we save 3 roles in one, but it's also heighten the dynamic of the meeting as well. I think this is the first time I've experienced this kind of meeting, and it's actually well done. Number 2, active participation. Now, I understand that every club, every Toastmasters club have a different values, have a different preference, but I like how actually everybody in Motivators actually takes part and really demonstrates what it means to be not only a Toastmaster member, but a Motivator Toastmaster member. I think it's a great way to showcase your
unique selling proposition with the potential members or guests coming in, so that if they have attended Club A, Club B in Motivators, they could feel it right away. Oh, maybe Motivators may be more suitable for me because of this culture. I think that's a very great demonstrations of Motivators. Number 3, taking full ownership when things escalated. That being said, so sorry for coming late, but I'm really glad that even though that I came late, I did not become a blocker. In fact, that you guys, just continue the show, which I think is very important. I think it's very great. And we did not start the meeting late. So amazing for that. Now, while I think that it's already been great, how do we make the meetings even greater for Motivators? Here are my suggestions. Number 1, I think that one of the most shocking moments when we transition from offline meeting to online meeting is that our focus tends to be harder to be maintained in online. We get easily distracted by chat, by someone in our message, for example, by our tasks. So I think that sometimes I even could forget to highlight the speaker when they're speaking. So when the speaker is speaking, what I see is actually a bunch of small boxes because I did not actually highlight the speaker. Now, this could mitigate it if the Zoom master or maybe the Toastmaster of the meeting actually spotlight the speaker who is speaking, so that our distractions, audience distractions will be minimized, and we could maintain the concentrations into one big screen as opposed to a lot smaller boxes on screen. Number 2, I understand that you have pointed out in the your agenda, and maybe you did remind it in the beginning of the meeting, but I think that it's very important to ensure that everyone's showing their face, because again, I think one of the greatest benefits of Toastmasters is that we get to connect. And so I think this is one of the best way to see each other's responses when someone's delivering speeches, for example. The third one is probably include. Now, I deliberately distanced myself as not only as a GE, but as a visiting Toastmasters. Just I wanted to see how Motivators really respond towards non-members coming in and non-guests coming in. I think it's also important that everybody needs to be included. So if you think that you have a lot of slots, just make sure that include your guests and include the visiting Toastmasters. I think you did an amazing job by ensuring your guests are included, but maybe some of the visiting Toastmasters, they may not feel as home or as comfortable as their home club. So you could ensure just checking in if this person is practically interested. There were times like 2 or 3 minutes in the meeting when I gone because I needed to did something. I hope that you did not call my name and I did not answer, because if you did, then it's practically my fault. And then lastly is actually creating USB for your club to ease your differentiate, to make your guests easy to differentiate your club to another. I think that you did a great job demonstrating it, but I think that because our objective to attract guests are actually to convert them to members. So it's very important to showcase our brand, to showcase our identity, and distinguish what makes Motivators different to other clubs. But other than that, it's already been amazing club. This is actually my first time attending as a GE. I think I did attend one, and I was going to attend the second time, but I bailed. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Toastmaster Redika, but I'm actually very comfortable, and I'm actually very happy experiencing the meeting of Motivators Toastmaster. And now I would like to give the control back to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Melisa, isn't it? Or
yes, yes, it's right, it's me. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Reza as our GE, and also for all the role takers who have give their report. Thank you for your work in this meeting. It definitely make our meeting better, and surely we can all learn something from it. And also thank you, Toastmaster Reza, for your feedbacks and for your appreciation. We will use that feedbacks to do better in the future. Okay, so now let's move on to the session. The most important session that we have been waiting from since the beginning. It is the awarding session. Who is going to be our most table topic, our most favorite table topic speakers for tonight? Are you guys interested? Are you guys excited as well? Because I do. Okay, so now let's call our bell counter. Toastmaster Aan, do you have the winner already?
Yes, I have the winner. Uh, in 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 this session, the table topic and the theme for this meeting is so awesome. It is about stress and manage and how to cope with it. But the table topic speaker is excellent in delivering it. So the awarding session is, we can start it with who is the best of table topic speaker in this session. Satu. Congratulations to Keziah for the best table topic speaker and the awesome material in the speech. This is soon to be it.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster An, for delivering your report on how was your on who is our winner for table topic session for tonight. And congratulations to be Toastmaster Keziah. And can I ask your impression or what you think about our club, Toastmaster Keziah, as you are the winner of our table topic session?
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, first of all, I have to clarify, I actually vote for myself, so I don't know if that is allowed, but yeah, okay. Okay, so that's, I have to clarify first. And then what I think it's actually what I imagine it would be, but it's more fun than I thought it would. I really like the impromptu session because I thought it would be like we're gonna be watching only the registered member prepared speech. So I think this is a really cool and fun way to incorporate new members to actively participate. So I really like the what is called table topic, yeah, table topic part of this meeting. So I had a great time. Maybe I will join again in the future. Oh, okay. Wait. Hi all.
Hello.
Okay. That's all from me. Okay. Nice to meet you all.
Okay, nice to meet you too. Soon to be Toastmaster Keziah. Thank you for joining, and yes, we hope to see you again in our future meetings. So, congratulations once again. Now, I want to ask another thoughts or probably impression from our guest today. I want to ask soon to be Toastmaster Aria. What is your thought about tonight's meeting? It is your first time visiting our club, isn't it?
Yes, it is. What do you want to ask? Sorry.
What is your thought or probably impression of our meeting today?
Impression. Honestly, it is a lot. It is sudah lama apa itu? Sudah lama nggak.
It's been a long time, but you can speak Indonesian if you like to. It's okay.
Not to join like this club. So speaking English, it's very, very important today. So I need to learn English as well. So I hope this club can can help me to speak English fluently. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much for your testimony. I guess soon to be Toastmaster Aria, and yes, we can all learn English together. And actually, one of the benefits of trying to use our second language, which is English, is helping us to develop our quick thinking skills as well. So yes, this is beneficial. So practice English not just because of the professional for the professional use, for also our self-development as well. So I think we have reached the end of our meeting. Thank you everyone who have joined, and I will give back the control to our president, Toastmaster Hans.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melisa, as our Toastmaster of the meeting, who has conducted this meeting well. And now, as we know that Toastmasters wear many hats, actually there are a lot of Toastmasters club worldwide. Even in Jakarta itself, there are like 40 clubs. So, and some of them are here. So let's hear from them. We can get to know more about their schedule too. So we can try to visit their club. First of all, from Toastmaster Reza. You can promote your club agenda. When is your next meeting?
Hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans, for the opportunity. So yeah, this is actually it's great to finally be able to attend Motivators, and it's actually great timing as well because tomorrow is Essentials meeting, and we're kind of sort of some role takers. If you're interested, please do come. I think that I will I will give the details of the meetings to Toastmaster Redika later on so that she could pass the message forward. But our topic for tomorrow is actually season of life. So maybe if you feel that you're distressed after this meeting, you can contemplate of what life is tomorrow with Essential. That's that. Thank you, Toastmaster Hans.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reza. So Essentials will have meeting tomorrow. And then from Toastmaster Miftah, perhaps you can promote your club or your division agenda. Toastmaster Miftah, hello. Do you want to promote your club or division agenda? Still
Is
muted.
it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. So to market my club is usually on Wednesday. Every Wednesday. So because I love this club so much, I betrayed Maranatha so much. So Maranatha Toastmasters Club is always conducting conducting every meeting on Wednesday, 6:45 p.m. So if you want to join, please follow our Instagram, maranatha.toastmasters. You can find our information there. So if you really love Jakarta Motivator, please do, because this really enjoys every session is really engaging than Maranatha. So yeah, Assalamualaikum. Back to you.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much, Toastmaster. A bit surprised, but yeah. Okay, and we also have from SCBD Toastmaster, Toastmaster Syafi or Toastmaster Wira, you can promote your club agenda.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, jokes aside, hello everyone. My name is Keswara. I am a proud member of SGBD Toastmasters Club, and yeah, SGBD Toastmaster Club usually have a meeting every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. And this week, we have a very special edu session, is how to craft and deliver an effective evaluation, because you all know that evaluation is the backbone of any Toastmaster, because without evaluation, we cannot improve. And this is your chance to learn how to deliver an effective evaluation. The edu session will be led by Toastmaster Amelia Febriani. She is a certified trainer and also a founder of Upgrade Learning Center. Now, to know more about the details of our club, I will share a link to the chat. So it will direct you to the Instagram page of that particular meeting. So if you guys have any question, please do chat us through Instagram. And there's also going to be the number for our vice president of membership and also which is Toastmaster Melanie. If you have any question regarding the meeting, is it going to be fun? You can also check our YouTube channel at sgb.toastmasters to see the previous meeting. So you can basically expect the vibe of our club. So make sure check sgb.toastmaster on Instagram, YouTube, and don't forget to come on our meeting at Friday 7 to 9 p.m. Friday 7 to 9 p.m. Friday 7 to 9 p.m. With that being said, thank you so much for giving me this chance, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yogi. And thank you for all visiting Toastmasters. This is the way that we can connect with a lot of Toastmasters anywhere. Even we can try to visit Toastmasters Club outside of Indonesia. But we need to sacrifice our sleeping time because of different time zone. But that is the privilege of online meeting. Thank you very much. And now I will conclude to end this meeting by the sound of this gong.